What is up, guys? AMG here. Today we're doing a pet tier list. This is going to be my opinion only, but I will try and look at popularity and overall how I feel, how strong each pet is. So if you're new here, make sure you drop a like and leave a sub. Really helps with the algorithm to get the channel going. So thank you so much. Let's get straight into the video. All right. So first of all, guys, let's see. We have 10 pets over here. We're going to try and make this pretty quick. I think we're going to go from worst pet to best. And I think we all know what the worst pet is, okay? This is the starting pet, the first pet you unlock when you get the pet house. The Lassie. Overall, guys, she just has nothing going for her in all honesty. All she does is just do a little bit of damage, but she doesn't have the health and the damage to justify anyone ever using her. So she's in the D territory, guys. Now let's keep going here. Another kind of mediocre pet is the poison lizard. It's very niche and gets very little value. The poison lizard targets heroes, does a lot of damage. However, he dies so fast, guys, that there's literally no point in using him. He kind of ends up getting in front of the hero sometimes and just dying quite quick. The poison lizard doesn't have that much health to justify using him. He's just a very quite niche and not very easy to pick up and have a lot of value with. But let's keep going here. Let's go and put the yak in the B tier. Maybe you could argue it's an A tier pet. It's just I'm looking at popularity as well, you guys. The yak fits very well with mostly only the barbarian king, okay? And the barbarian king prefers using the phoenix or another pet like I don't know, the spirit fox or something or the frosty. So, basically, you guys, the yak isn't very popular. He is strong in breaking walls and stuff like that, and can come in handy, but he's just not popular. So that's why he's in the B territory. And another troop which is popular but not very good is the Electro Owl. Okay, the Electro Owl is overall pretty solid of a pet, and if you're using air armies, he is kind of useful. The only problem with the Electro Owl is it doesn't really do that much. And the problem with air armies is the pet combinations for a lot of the heroes don't really make a lot of sense. You know, it's a lot better. For example, for my strategy with all Dragon Riders, I have to use the Electro Owl because I have no other choice. Literally, what am I gonna use with the Warden, which makes any sense, right? If I use a ground pet, the ground pet is just gonna instantly die. Maybe you could argue I use the Diggy, however, it doesn't work because it lures out clan castle troops. So I'm forced to use the Electro Owl. The Electro Owl sometimes takes out some heroes, takes out some CC troops, but the damage is so low, you guys, that I have to put him at B tier. Very quite popular pet, just not very good. So that's why he's in B. Let's keep going here. Is there anything else that should be in the B tier? Because every all of these pets are really good. Um, I will put the Angry Jelly in A tier. Overall, a little bit niche, but probably not as popular as the other pets, which is why it's in A tier and not S. But the Angry Jelly, you guys, is very helpful if you're using Warden Fireball strategies to help the Warden just target defenses and get the Fireball into the cores of bases. So that's one use case for the Angry Jelly. Another use case is with the Minion Prince, which I use. I use the Angry Jelly with my Minion Prince so that he sticks with my Dragon Riders and doesn't kind of wander off to side buildings. A lot of people use the Phoenix with the Minion Prince, but it kind of depends on the strategy. If I were to use all dragons, I probably would use the Phoenix, but the Angry Jelly is very nice, and even though it's a little bit more niche of a pet, it's still very good. Now, let's see. Okay, so I am gonna put the Diggy in high A tier. You could maybe say Diggy deserves S, but once again, it's kind of a popularity contest as well. Um, I feel like so when do people use the Diggy? People use the Diggy with the Warden sometimes if they're doing ground armies, ground attacks, like with Root Riders or Electro Titans. The Diggy's quite popular and very useful, may I add. You know what? I'm gonna put the Diggy in S because I remember the times I used to use the Root Riders and how good Diggy was at times, okay? So I'm probably gonna have Diggy at low S, very valuable. Probably not as good as the four other ones below, but I have to put Diggy in S, I think. Even though she could be low S, gotta have him there. Now let's keep going. Let's see what's next up. So honestly, I'm gonna have Frosty. Maybe I'm not sure. I would say they're tied in usability and just value. Frosty and Diggy, I think they're at the same level. They're at a low S. Um, Frosty is great with the Archer Queen. The unicorn used to be like like the best pet to have with the Archer Queen, and honestly, you could still make the case that that unicorn is better, but guys, if you're so basically what's meta now is not the magic mirror with the Archer Queen, but what's it called? The giant arrow. Giant arrow's actually meta over the magic mirror, which is quite surprising. I thought that would never happen, to be honest, but it does make sense to get the healers out for the root riders, okay? So it does make a lot of sense. And for that reason, you guys, since the healers are out early, a lot of people have been kind of swapping to Frosty. Um, I started using Frosty with my Dragon Riders because I already have three healers with my queen. What's another one gonna do, which heals a little bit less? The Frosty provides my queen with tanking and freezing, allowing her to survive a little bit longer. One extra little heal won't really be doing a whole lot. So honestly, it still is a matter of preference if you guys prefer Unicorn or Frosty with the Queen. But I think Frosty also has a lot more synergy with other champions. Like it works well with the King, for example. So I think I'm probably gonna put Unicorn below them, just a tiny bit below. I can't put it at A tier because it's still very good, very universal. Like you can use it with many pets, and get value, right? So I have to put him in S, but I think the unicorn slightly gets outshined by the Frosty by a tiny bit. So yeah, that's my decision there. And these two pets, guys, honestly, they're miles ahead of the competition. Okay, these two pets are miles ahead. I don't know what is better. I think Spirit Fox is the best pet in the game. I'm gonna put Phoenix, high S tier pet, just very useful. You can use it with the Royal Champ, you can use it with the Minion Prince, you can use it with the Barbarian King. You can use like Phoenix, guys, like 8 seconds of extra life for your heroes that go down. Very useful, like once for me, I use the Phoenix when my Royal Champion dies. She stays alive for 8 more seconds, takes down two or three extra defenses. I mean, that's huge, at the end of the day. So, Phoenix, guys, no competition with these other three. Phoenix is miles ahead of them. But Spirit Fox is a tiny bit better, in my opinion. Um, Honestly, is it, man? I gotta think about it. Um, hmm. Okay, I'm gonna stand on the decision to have the Spirit Fox as the best pet in the game, only because of how good the Electro Boot Royal Champion charges are. If the Electro Boot Royal Champion charges weren't as good as they used to be, or I mean like if they were a little bit worse, I probably would have the Phoenix in first. But just because of how popular that charge is and the strategies people run with the Spirit Fox, I have to have it at S tier. Um, what I like about the Phoenix over the Spirit Fox, you guys, is just how you could put it with three heroes and have great success. But with the Spirit Fox, not so much. You could use it with the Queen, maybe I don't know, the king. I'm not too sure, but it really takes the royal champion to the next step, and that's literally game breaking. We've been seeing the charges with the royal champion for months now. Well, like all because of the spirit fox. So I think I have to put the spirit fox at top of S. Phoenix is right there though. You could definitely make an argument the Phoenix is better, but I'm gonna have to stick with this. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys agree. Make sure that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys so much. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.